Okay, so this is something that keeps coming up, alright? And this is a problem that I seriously want to rant about, and I'm going to do it today, because if I don't get it out, I'm just going to scream! Okay, I am going to rant today about kids. And when I say kids, I don't mean little kids, I mean kids. Punks. Twats. Okay, I can't vouch for every other country in the world, I certainly can't vouch for America, but I can vouch for the UK. And the problem with kids, aka teenagers, or sort of people aged from 10 maybe at its youngest to 18, 17, 18. There just seems to be this whole thing that this country has created a generation of fucking idiots. I mean, a brilliant example of this is this. If I was to see, like, one of these youths doing something that they shouldn't do, maybe it was like, I don't know, graffitiing or something like that. And me, as an adult, you know, as a responsible adult, I don't know about responsible, but as an adult, going up, and if I was to say, look, come on son, look, you don't want to be doing that. Back in the day, back when I was younger, if you got caught doing anything really, or if any adult was speaking to you in a kind of authoritative way, you fucking listened, right? But now, if I was to do that, this kid would be like, fuck off, you gay! Like that. The fuck is that all about? Kids at the moment, the problem is that these youths and all that know that they're untouchable. This country has created, through its government, a society where children and youths are untouchable. They are invincible against the law. And if you do anything against them, it is actually you who is put in the dock for doing something wrong, despite the fact these little shits could have been doing something fucking horrendous. Oh, fuck! And you just can't do anything about it because the law is against you. Okay, this is from, you know, personal experience. I did actually used to be in the police force for a short time. Strange that is the case, I know, but still, I was in the police force shortly. And no end of officers used to say to me, I so wish I could do something to these fucking kids, but I can't do a thing. I can't touch them. You can't do anything with them, because as soon as you do anything to like these youths and all that, the parents are then coming in saying, oh, he did this and he did that. And then straight away, everybody is against you, because nobody will accept the fact, certainly not within the law's eyes, that these little kids fucking deserve a good smack round the head. And so when you have this generation of kids and all that that are generally untouchable, they do what the fuck they like. I mean, one of the things that keeps coming up about kids and youths and all that is that, oh, the reason that they do this is because they're bored. Fucking bored! I mean, for Christ's sake, the amount of shit there is now to do. I mean, go back 50 years and you tell me, what the fuck was there then to do? I'll tell you what there was to do then. Fuck! Oh! I mean, I'm not that particularly old myself, but even when I go back to thinking about what was around when I was a kid, I mean, I live in quite a rural area, but still, going back, well, what would it be? 15 years, 10, 15 years? There was even less then to do than there is now. But the kids are fucking bored. They're bored, so then they go out and fucking steal things and fucking be a pest and be a fucking nuisance. And the thing is, when I was bored, I used to do something fucking constructive. You know, broaden your horizons, man. Learn stuff, because half of these fucking kids are thick as shit anyway. Just open your mind. Fucking find something constructive to do. Find something that will just actually add quality to your life. You think because you're bored, that means you can just go out and fucking pester people. I mean, and another thing is, these youths, they're never in single, they're always in fucking groups. I don't know what a group of youths is called, a twat of youths or something. But, you know, and lingering outside supermarkets, I mean, supermarkets are the most dullest places at the best of times. They're like, why I would want to fucking hang around outside of them and fucking share a bottle of fucking White Lightning. Why they want to do that, I have no idea. And the thing is, they're also, because they're right all the time, you know what I mean? And they're so fucking gobby as well. You can't say anything to them for risk of the fact that they're going to do something to you. These kids are like 12, but then you've got about 28 of them. and you sort of say something, and they all come up, "You fucking what?" Like, what are you supposed to do? Because you know too well, that if one of them was to come up to you and fucking give you a headbutt, you fucking touch them back, you would be the one in prison, my friend. And see, the problem is that we have a generation of kids that are raising kids, okay? Either people are having kids at a stupidly young age when they shouldn't be fucking having kids. So what life experience do they have to teach to these children? I mean, what life experience do you have to teach to a child when you're 15, 16 years old? Nothing. Or it's a case of people are having children, and because this government has made this country so fucking impossible to live in, so they have to spend every single waking hour at work just to make enough money to survive, that no parents are at home, and so these kids are just fucking out and about doing whatever they want, and kids are raising kids. You know, they're all teaching themselves what to do. I learnt most of the stuff that I know from my parents, because my parents, funny enough, were old enough to know the difference between right and wrong, and taught me the right from wrong. I mean, there were still a few things that I found out on my own, but when you have that kind of background, that foundation behind it, there is a high chance of you turning out to be fucking normal. So these kids are finding out everything amongst themselves. It's like fucking Lord of the Flies, you know what I mean? And so then you just have a whole generation of, let's be honest, retards, who just go about pretending that they're hard, fucking hipsters and chavs. If you don't know what a chav is, fucking type it in Google, you soon see what a chav is. I don't know what the American equivalent of it is. But anyways, it's just, you know, and these kids are now having kids. And that's worrying to me, because I'm like, well, if they're a fucking retard in the first place, what are their children going to be like? I'm just sick to death of it, because, let's be honest, right? You're fucking 16 years old, it's 3 in the morning, you're still fucking wandering about with all your friends, and you think you're well fucking hard because you're standing there pointing at people and fucking laughing and fucking drinking wine and shit like that, or drinking, well, sorry, wine is too fucking classy. Let's be honest with you, it's like white lightning or some really cheap, shitty fucking lager that they're passing from one person to the other because one of them looks slightly old enough to buy alcohol. Fucking sick of it. I mean, what is wrong with this fucking nation? I'll tell you what's wrong with this fucking nation. The fucking government has allowed this to happen, and they won't do anything fucking about it. So I don't know what it's like in the other countries, but if you want to come to the fucking UK, don't.
Jesus Christ, it's not witty, it's not charming, it's not funny, it's stupid.
Oh, for God's sake, shut up!